High school football is on the air. HavenFootball.net is pleased to present tonight's Strath Haven football game. Today's junior varsity game is between the Marple Newtown Tigers and your Strath Haven Panthers.
They give to the near side. Ali with a head of steam, cuts it back. The one man to beat. Oh, nearly does. But out across the 50. It is Rogers steps up, fires to the far sideline. It is intercepted by Grayson LaFrance.
Tonight's game is sponsored by the Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper, true local coverage of Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding neighborhoods. Published since 1893. Steve Tobbs, Allstate Insurance and Media. Auto, Home, and Life. You're in good hands with Allstate. Second Family Home Care and Support for your very special loved ones. Rose Tree Wellness Center. Complete chiropractic treatments featuring ART therapies in media. We get to the root of the problem. Ducklings Early Learning Center in Wallingford. Daycare for ages 6 weeks to 5 years. Jessica Mudrick, a Caldwell Banker Realtor, where your home story begins. Scarpagnato Plumbing, over 20 years experience for all your plumbing needs in Wallingford. Proud Haven supporters Mary and Larry Luter. Go Haven! Ask, alumni and friends supporting kids, helping students K through 12 to enhance their educational experience. AMF Auto Clinic, taking care of your cars since 1961. Located in Brookhaven on Edgemont Avenue. Fisher's finest flag football for boys and girls. America's fastest growing youth sport. The Wharton Benefits Group, specializing in creating employee benefit packages to attract, retain, and award the best employees. Here are tonight's internet announcers, the voices of the Strath Haven Panthers, Brian Carroll, Pete Fulgenetti, Andrew Kaufman, and Mike Mayer.
Good morning and welcome to Harry Harvey Field at Marple Newtown High School, where HavenFootball.net has continued our annual tradition now where we'll pick one JV game a year. And this year, thanks to everybody here at Marple Newtown High School setting us up in the booth, we've got the Marple Newtown Tigers hosting your Strath Haven Panthers. And this JV action is just a chance to get a lot more kids some airtime and recognition and having a whole lot of fun here on a beautiful Saturday morning. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play, joined here by Mike Mayer and Andrew Kaufman. And thanks to Dean Michelson running the camera for us upstairs. And a couple of teams that are shorthanded today, so we'll get into some of those logistics of what today's game looks like momentarily. But in the meantime, about 12 hours ago, we wrapped up a broadcast over in Wallingford, where Strath Haven's Varsity took care of the took care of the Tigers last night, 34-10, and really, dominating defensive performance once again, and the offense got clicking with 5 different touchdown scorers for the Silver and Black, and we'll see if we get any fireworks like that today. Both teams with fewer than 20 players dressed, so it should be a lot of snaps, a lot of experience, and a lot of important reps for guys that may be showing up on Friday nights in the weeks and years to come. Captains are meeting at midfield as we speak for the coin toss, but Andrew, welcome back. Good to get the JV underway here.
Yeah, should be an interesting game. See a lot of the younger guys that we hope to see next year for the Panthers and for the Tigers get a lot of playing time here today. We've got a 12-minute running quarters today with both teams as shorthanded as they are. Should be a fast-moving game here today.
Captains for Marple Newtown, a couple of linemen who saw action last night, actually. Jonel Haji wearing number 56 and number 64, Chris Chambers. For the visiting Panthers, once they step aside, I'll be able to see their numbers. Serving as captains today, number 24 is Christian DeShields. He's a running back and a defensive back as well. Joined there by 68, two-way lineman Mackay Green Robinson, and number 65, offensive lineman playing guard today, Mike Maps. So should be getting started here momentarily. The officials are here, coaches are here, and kids are ready to get things started. So As Andrew mentioned, just a little bit of a different circumstance today. Both the officials and the coaches have agreed they're going to run 12-minute running clock quarters. So once that ball is kicked off, the clock will not stop unless the officials signal something here upstairs. But that would include scoring plays and so forth. So it should be a fast-moving game. But, again, providing plenty of reps and considering, almost every player on the field today will be going both ways and getting a lot of playing time. Should still be a good thing here. All right, standing deep to return for Strathaven, moving left to right here. Connor Kelly at the 10-yard line, flanked to the near side by Christian DeShields and to the far side by number 40, Christian Kaufman. A couple of Panthers out of the lineup today. John Bonham and number 31, Jack Deskus, both will miss time today and hope to see them back in uniform and back in action soon. Ready to kick it away from Marple Newtown, number 52. That is Jack Chisnall, his older brother, the kicker for the varsity team. And his older brother, Kyan, had a nice night last night with a few touchbacks and a nice field goal to account for the points, the first points of the night for Marple Newtown. And here's younger brother Jack. He'll double as a two-way lineman and serve as the kicker here to get things started. Chisnall approaches, and we're underway. He booms one to Connor Kelly, who takes one on the back pedal at about the 4-yard line. Kelly looking for some room up that far side, has some speed, turns the corner. You're going to get a flag on the play, likely in the neighborhood of holding. And Kelly out to the 32 momentarily, but this one may be going backwards. Holding indeed is the call. And this will start the Panthers somewhere near their near their 15-yard line to get things started. So we do have Panthers starting lineup on offense. It'll be quarterback number 28, Owen Logue, making his first start at the position. So not a whole lot of reps for Owen, but he's going to give it a go here. Fullback today, in place of Deskus, is Christian Kaufman. Connor Kelly and Christian DeShields are your halfbacks. Logan Knobb and Rory McHugh are your tight ends. Center is 67, Nick Leggio. Mike Mapps and Mackay Green Robinson are your guards. And Shane Flanagan and Zach Aritz are the tackles. On 1st and 10 from the 15, Panthers shift. Knobb, tight end to the near side. In the backfield now. And looking for Logue, who wants to pass it on first down. He throws the wheel down the far side. It's going to be intercepted and underthrown slightly, and going the other way for Marple Newtown is number 18. That's Jack Hogan on the pick. Nice job there by Hogan to read it. And interception on the first throw of the game, and Marple Newtown will get things started deep in Panther territory. So we'll shout out the Panther defense here to start things. Rory McHugh, Zach Aritz, Shane Flanagan, and Logan Knobb up front. Linebackers are Mackay Green Robinson, Christian Kaufman, and Owen Logue. Will Davis and Justin Mersini are your corners, and Connor Kelly and Christian DeShields your safeties. So the return down to the 20-yard line, and Marple Newtown will get things started with quarterback Nick Link, number 6, the left-hander. Brings in the play from the sideline. We'll see what we can do to piece together the starting offense for the Tigers here in a moment. They set up in an offset eye. Link turns and gives to Henry Benner. Benner looking for room off the right side. Finds a couple of yards, not much after that, but they'll spot at the 19, a gain of just 1 for Benner. Benner, one of your running backs, and we'll see some of Chima Anyachu as well. He'll be sort of a slot position and runner as in different formations. Jake D'Ambrosio and Jack Hogan are your wide receivers. Kyle Carr is your H-back. Center is Angelo D'Alessandro. Kevin Calamani and Jack Chisnall are your guards. Tackles Chris Chambers and Jonel Haji. 3 wide receivers this time for Link. On 2nd and 9, he's rolling left, eyes downfield. He's going to keep it himself, cuts it back, and is tracked down from behind by Logan Knobb at about the 15 to bring up 3rd down and about 5. Nice pursuit there from the Panther defense. And Panther defense, mostly sophomores. with just a couple of exceptions, just a junior or two sprinkled in. But, again, there's a young group that will be counted on to contribute at the varsity level as early as next year. And in some cases, if you have injuries, it could be even next week. All right, 3rd and 5. Could be 4-down territory here for Marple Newtown. They send 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side for Link. They'll get the snap here from the near hash. Benner on his right hip on 3rd and 5. Motion man, they fake the sweep to Hogan and keeping himself. Link running room off this left edge. Cuts it back and into the end zone. Nick Link from 15 yards out. Marple Newtown strikes first after the turnover. And the Tigers on the board, 6-0. Nicely done right there by Link and the left side of that offense. And Jack Chisnall on for the extra point. Link will hold it. 7:24 and counting to play here in quarter number 1. Chisnall steps into it. Plenty of leg and through. 7-0 Marple Newtown. We'll take a short timeout. Be back in just a moment. You're listening to high school football right here on a Saturday morning on havenfootball.net.
Family Senior Home Care is owned by a Strath Haven family, the Glowackies. We provide in-home care assistance with all activities of daily living, personal care, transportation, mobility assistance, light housekeeping, and meal preparation. We also offer personal care including hygiene, companion care, and medication reminders. Alzheimer's and dementia care along with short-term respite care are also available. Schedule your free consultation at 610-719-3223 or go to our website at secondfamily.com.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Marple Newtown High School. Short field for Marple Newtown after an interception by Jack Hogan. Sets up a 15-yard scoring run for Nick Link, and the Tigers on top early here, 7-0. 6:05 to go here in quarter number 1. Jack Chisnall approaches his second kickoff of the day. Line drive angling towards Connor Kelly. He'll take that one into the end zone. So Kelly on the back pedal steps over the goal line, and Chisnall with a touchback and a long field in front of the Panthers here at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, tough start for the Panthers. Obviously, they wanted to come out throwing with a new quarterback. And I'm sure all the confidence in the world, and it's like, oops. So we'll see how they do. I think they're going to probably keep it on the ground for a little while here.
All right. Panthers under center this time with a wing tee. Christian Kaufman is your fullback. Joined by Kelly, it's Kaufman up the middle, and he's got some room across the 30-yard line. Picks up 11 and a Panther first down. Good start right there for the Panther offense, and you mentioned it, Mike. They'll throw it once in a while when they can or when they have to, or but with Logue as a first-time quarterback with about 25 minutes of practice this morning before the game. It was pressed into duty without much notice or certainly not a lot of repetition, but he's under center, making this thing go. All right, here we go. Sweep to this near side, looking for room. Connor Kelly steps away from one man momentarily, but got just enough of him. Good tackle on the open field there by Jake D'Ambrosio, who just got enough of Kelly to trip him up shy of the 30-yard line.
Loses
3rd and 11
2.
upcoming.
Yeah, just a little bit unfortunate there. 2nd and 12.
Sorry, 2nd down and 12, rather. Not 3rd. All right, from the 29. Clock ticks. 4:15 and counting to go here in quarter number 1. Marple Newtown leading 7-0, but Strath Haven with maybe some momentum here after picking up one first down on this drive so far. Christian DeShields, wing to the near side. And a little collision in the backfield. Kaufman does well to hold on to it and push his way to about the 32-yard line. Gain of 3, 3rd down and 8 upcoming.
As soon as you see the handoff.
So, with that's one of the big challenges in this offense is the footwork of the quarterback at times. So knowing where to turn, when to turn, even if they all know all the plays, without a lot of reps, there's even the handoffs can be tricky with the misdirection of the wing T.
D'Alessandro and Benner in on the stop on that last play.
All right, we'll try to piece together some of the defensive players. We've mentioned most of their names already. Almost everybody going both ways here, as the Tigers have 15 dressed for today's game. On 3rd and 8, low quick hitter to Kaufman. He'll push his way for a couple and then driven backwards. Not much else thanks to number 56, Jonel Haji. Brings up 4th down and about 8. So Kaufman goes for a couple there. And looks like the punt team will come on 4th down and 7 rather. All right, standing deep to return, Jack Hogan inside his 40-yard line. Connor Kelly awaits the punt snap. Zach Aritz will let it fly. Good snap. Kelly steps into it, and a good high spiral. Takes a hop at the midfield stripe and a Strath Haven roll inside the 45, and certainly tougher field position for Marple Newtown here to start things, and it looks like they will call timeout for a water break here. Maybe. All right, so yes, but clock continues to tick, but they're doing a water break, so I don't know if they're going to. Well, if you're joining us late, again, we have a running clock circumstance to start the game. 4 12-minute quarters. Typically, JV games are 10-minute quarters, but they decided to do 4 12-minute quarters, but keep the clock running with both teams shorthanded. Each team with Strath Haven has 16 players dressed and 15 for Marple Newtown. So trying to take care of these kids who are all going to play a bunch today. So the clock continues to shrink on this first quarter here, but Marple Newtown looks like they are ready to go here offensively here. All right.
First and 10 from the 41.
So some of these guys saw a little bit of action in the varsity game last night. None of the Strath Haven players on the field, I don't think, got much time. Maybe a little bit on special teams coverage in a couple places. Marple Newtown has a couple of offensive linemen, two-way linemen today who played on offense last night. But here, the Tigers offset I, 3 wide receivers, link under center on 1st and 10. Give is to Benner. Not much room off that right side this time. Maybe a yard, depending on the spot, but Shane Flanagan in on the stop there for the Silver and Black. 2nd down and 9 upcoming. For Marple Newtown, number 22, Benner, is your lead running back, 5'10", 175-pound sophomore. And Link jogs in the play. Nick Link was a former youth wrestler. His older brother, Tommy, was also a pretty accomplished wrestler as well as a youth. And in the meantime, trips to the near side. 3 wide receivers to the left of Link, and the left-hander in the shotgun here as the first quarter comes to an end. So they'll switch sides of the field. We'll take a short time out. Thanks again to our sponsors for putting us on the air week after week on havenfootball.net.
Want to have your kids get involved in the fastest growing youth sport in America? Non-contact flag football is here in Wallingford at Fisher's Finest Flag Football. Boys and girls in 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th grades are eligible. Adult coaching for each team assures that each child is taught proper football techniques and skills. Get involved in flag football. Sign up for learning camps in spring 2026. Go to fishersfinest13.com for more information.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on Haven Football.
Welcome back to Harry Harvey Field at Marple Newtown High School. Marple Newtown up 7-0 here as we're getting ready to start the second quarter in our JV game of the week and of the year in terms of what we're going to broadcast this year. Over the last 4 years or so, we've, as a group here at havenfootball.net, committed to covering at least one JV game and at least one freshman game along with all of our varsity action on Friday nights. So this one seemed to make sense on a nice Saturday morning. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play, joined by Andrew Kaufman and Mike Mayer here. And thanks to Dean Michelson upstairs for running the camera for today's action. But, this is, again, valuable stuff here to get these guys reps, and get them ready for the rest of this season and next year. I know there's, around the Central League, there's teams that have, canceled some JV games when they feel like they're short on numbers and so forth, but this is a credit to both programs here. 15 suited up for Marple Newtown, 16 for Strath Haven, and, this is how you build the program. This is how you get better.
And everybody plays. That's
right.
The good news is, nobody cares about the score. I mean, you want to win, obviously, but the reality is what you're there is to give these kids time in a game setting and see how they do and hopefully improve.
Connor Kelly checks out to get an arm wrapped up here, maybe a little turf burn on the sideline. So he's out of the game at the moment. 3 wide receivers to the left. Link sends a man in motion to this near side as Kyle Carr resets as a wing to the right. They go toss to that far side. Benner is shaking the first tackle and second tackle, carrying people near first down yardage. That could have been a gain of maybe a yard, and instead they'll move the chains as Benner got a head of steam there and picks up 9 for a first down. Well done.
Excellent carry there from Benner. Keeps the legs churning and carries guys for a gain of 10.
Tackling practice on Monday.
From the 48, Nick Link will jog in the play here for Marple Newtown, and Panthers will try to stem the tide here as Marple picks up their second first down of the game. Receivers split to either side, slot left. It's Benner one more time. Up the middle, he'll push the pile again and drive forward across the Panther 45 down to the 44, 43, I guess, is where we'll unpile. 11 minutes and counting to go here in quarter number 2. Second down and about 4 or 5 coming.
Somebody's got to talk to these linemen about grabbing the running back's legs. Obviously, they're pushing because they got their legs. Take their legs out. That'll stop it.
Good push up front here from the Marple Newtown front 5. They spread it out again with 4 wide receivers. Link and Benner in the backfield, awaiting the shotgun snap. On second and short, they fire to the left side, complete on the hitch. And nice work there by Jack Hogan to find the sticks and move it forward. Gain of 6 on the play. Tommy Link's first completion of the day goes to Hogan, who set up the first Tiger touchdown with an interception that he returned to the 20-yard line and got things going with a short field. Another first down there for the Tigers. They're moving it well here. We're at the 10-minute mark of this second quarter. All right, Panthers looking for a little energy, looking for a spark here defensively. Slot to the far side, Chima Onyachu. Link in the gun. Onyachu comes, that's coming in motion here is Hogan. Tries to turn upfield, and excellent work there by Mackay Green Robinson. We'll check the spot here. Gains maybe a yard or no gain.
Give him a yard.
Put it down, maybe a yard, but Green Robinson flying up to make the tackle. And brings up second down and 9. Link, the only other quarterback listed on the Marple Newtown roster, behind varsity starter Sean Grogan. So he's getting plenty of valuable reps here in case of emergency, which hopefully is never the case. All right, Link, the lefty, rolling to his left, steps up, firing deep down the far sideline, making a catch and tiptoe inside that far sideline. Excellent job by Jack Hogan, the sophomore. Picks up a bunch down to the 24-yard line. And another Marple Newtown first down. Good delivery from Link over the outstretched arms of the defensive back.
Yeah, great delivery from Link, the lefty, and Jack Hogan's been all over the place in this ball game here early.
Gain of 18 there.
Got a carry, got a couple of catches, has an interception. Just all over the place for Marple here today.
He's slot to the left as they set up on 1st and 10 from the Panther 24. Hogan in motion again. Fake it to him this time. Link will keep it himself. Lots of room off that left edge. He shades a tackle, and the Panthers giving ground all the way to the 8-yard line there. Link, 10 more. And another first down, or more than that maybe. Let's see, down to the 8. Nicely done there from Link. He's got the Tiger touchdown run as well. And
Take about 16 on that last one.
1st and goal to go. Link in the early going here, 35 yards on just 3 carries, including the Tiger touchdown. 7:30 and counting to go here in the first half. Panthers on their heels here. Tigers smelling blood here at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal to go. It's Benner. Off the left side, tries to bounce it outside, and good work there. Stringing out the play. Rory McHugh got a hold of him and then got help from the pursuit. Nice job by 85 in silver and black to string it out and call it no gain on the play. 2nd and goal is where we sit.
They've been real successful with quarterback keeper. I would expect to see that before this series of downs is over.
If they spread them out again, it wouldn't shock me there. Off that left side, they've followed a nice lead there from Chris Chambers most of the time at left tackle. And indeed, they set up in that spread look. Benner on the right hip of Link, and now they move Ignacio to the left as well. Bunch everybody to that left side. And motion back to the right here. Panthers with a man-to-man look. A toss to the near side. Benner looking for some room. 3 black jerseys in front of him. Nice work there by Christian DeShields. Logan Knobb coming up to make the stop. Short gain there to maybe the 7.
Give him the 7, give him just
yard.
1.
So Benner held in check here in the last couple of carries, and now you're going to get a
Looks like
timeout.
Green Robinson cramping.
Okay, so got a whistle here at the 6:01 mark of this second quarter. So we're going to take a short timeout. Hopefully nothing serious as the Panthers have a man down. We'll take a short timeout. Be back in 30 seconds on havenfootball.net.
The Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper has partnered up with havenfootball.net. The Swarthmorean was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford-Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op, or go to swarthmorean.com for a mailed or digital subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorean every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to High School Football right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Marple Newtown High School, dealing with an injured player at the moment. This is Mekhi Green Robinson for Strath Haven. He'll be hobbling off momentarily here. Hopefully nothing too serious. And Panthers already shorthanded at linebacker today without Jack Deskus in the lineup. Now Green Robinson will hobble off for hopefully just a moment. We'll see. All right, so some substitutions forthcoming here for the Silver and Black on defense, and they'll have to find another guard as well when they get the football back. But in the meantime, 3rd and goal here for Marple Newtown. 6:01 to go here before halftime. Panthers looking for a defensive stand here, and this will restart the clock coming off the injury. All right, here we go. Link in the shotgun. Back on 3rd down and goal. Look, steps up. Pressure from the backside. Fires to the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. Guess who? He's had a big first quarter and a half now. Jack Hogan hauls it in for a 7-yard score. Link on the money. He's 3 for 3 throwing it. And Hogan scores from the 7. Extra point pending as Marple takes a 2-score lead. Good pass protection. Looks like some backside pressure coming late there, but couldn't get home. And Link steps into a strong throw. Link will hold here for the extra point. Chisnall sends it up and through. 14-0 Marple Newtown with 5:15 to go here before halftime. We'll take a short time out. Be back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Welcome to Allstate, where everyone saves when they bundle their home and auto insurance. Isn't that right, Frank?
I saved 25%. Booyah.
You protected your casa?
Sure did.
And the Frank tank?
You know it.
And now you're relaxing.
I'm working from home.
Sure you are. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Your local Allstate agent is Steve Taub in media. Give him a call at 610-566-3500.
This is Keith Jackson. You're listening to High School Football right here on Haven Football.
Welcome back to Marple Newtown High School. Strath Haven on the wrong end of a 14-0 score at the moment. 57-yard scoring drive for Marple Newtown as Nick Link engineers a good bit of it with his arm and legs. A few completions to number 18, Jack Hogan, including the 7-yard touchdown to cap the drive. Jack Chisnall ready to go, has it teed at the 40. Kelly, DeShields, and Will Davis await. Line drive, this will be Will Davis, who juggles it at the 6-yard line. Now looking for room up that far hash mark. Steps away from one man, takes a heavy hit, but keeps the legs going. Will Davis, tough run out to the 30-yard line. Good field position here for the Panthers to start things as 45 has a 25-yard kick return to get things set up. Nice job there by Will Davis, who also serves as a corner today. And let's see what the Panthers come up with here on first down and 10 at the 30-yard line. All right, here we go. Owen Logue with a wing tee behind him, 2 tight ends in front of him.
Well, you have to assume depth and then kind of come back.
Logue.
It's easier if you...
On first down, give is to Connor Kelly, looking for running room. Gets a couple, not much else. Number 56, John El Haji, has got the stop after a gain of 2 for Kelly. So Haji's making his presence felt on the defensive side a couple of times already. Panthers will try again now. 2nd down and 8 from the 32. Tight end on the near side, Rory McHugh. Logan Knob to the far side. Give is to Kelly, looking for room off that right side. Shake and bake, steps away from one man, cuts it back, and Kelly into the secondary. Another cutback, wiggles his way to the 50. 45-40, it's a foot race now. Connor Kelly to the 20, and how about this? He will go the distance, diving for the pylon and taking it in. Wow. 68 yards later, Connor Kelly with a highlight reel run. And the Panthers are on the board with just under 2 minutes to go here before halftime. Panthers will line up to go for 2 here. Wanted to mention also, Mike Mapp's into the game, or in the game now at guard, just trying to figure out who that other guard is. Makai Green Robinson went off momentarily. But nope, he's back in there. Big 68, good to see him back on the field. Split to the far side this time, Rory McHugh. DeShields, wing to the right. They toss to Kelly, looking for room off that right side, just trying to burn for the corner. Dives inside the pylon. 2-point try is good. 14-8 is where we stand. So, nice response there from the Panther offense as Connor Kelly goes 68 for the score, grabs the 2-point conversion on top of it. And suddenly, we've got ourselves a 1-score game again. We're inside of a minute to go, and I think we'll keep it right here. With a running clock today, I'm not sure. I guess they'll have a kick here, maybe get 1 kick, and Tigers might have 1 chance to snap it. But Marple Newtown taking a water break here, so
both teams getting some water in them.
Yeah, they may be. I don't know if we'll get 1 kickoff, and that's about it, and then take a short break at halftime. So at halftime, we'll run a few ads from our sponsors. Typically at a halftime for a JV game is closer to maybe 5 to 8 minutes rather than your typical 15. So I would expect a shorter halftime. You don't have a marching band performance, unfortunately. So it'll just be us maybe chatting up some of the results from the varsity games last night and, of course, what's going on in the weeks to come. We're inside of 10 seconds to go here before the end of the quarter. Logan Knob and Connor Kelly has it teed, and I think they're going to let the horn go, and the Panthers will not kick it away. And, they'll take it to halftime. All right, so we've reached halftime. We're going to take a short time out. Tigers on top of the Panthers 14-8, and what's been a good and fast-moving first half. We'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for helping our sponsors who put us on the air each week on havenfootball.net.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at Haven Football.
Posted later this weekend on an article. As soon as they take a look.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's good.
Alumni and Friends Supporting Kids is a fiscal partner of the Foundation for Wallingford Swarthmore Schools. ASK strives to bridge the gaps in access to educational resources so that WSSD students have a holistic school experience. ASK helps students K-12 with items, services, and resources to support and enhance their educational experience with a focus on academic, artistic, athletic, and social enrichment. ASK scholarship forms are available on the WSSD website as well as through the school counseling department.
Hello everyone, I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on Haven Football.
Looking for pre-K childcare with an emphasis on learning? Ducklings Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old within one block of Nether Providence Elementary School on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing, educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Harry Harvey Field. Thanks to everybody at Marple Newtown High School for getting us set up in the booth here for our annual broadcast of a JV game. The JV Panthers trailing the Tigers of Marple Newtown 14-8 here at halftime, and just entertaining game. Very good methodical offense from Marple Newtown. Took advantage of a short field after an interception on the first snap from scrimmage, and then it cashed in there, and then a very nice scoring drive after that. Strath Haven's had some hiccups offensively, an interception, a punt, but then a big play from Connor Kelly just before halftime, a 68-yard scoring run, traversing most of the field. Sideline to sideline he goes, and suddenly have ourselves a tight ball game. So Andrew's been keeping the stats here for us. The statistics for this game, we will include some of this in an article later on this weekend, but Mike, we'll get something written up on the website for this JV game.
Right. Well, we always hear from a JV parent that writes a little synopsis of the game, but we're going to go ahead and take our more popular stats, which is obviously offensive and defensive, and let the kids see anybody that got a registered tackle or obviously run. They'll be able to look up their own stats and see what they've got. It's just fun to take a look at, and we'll publish those so the kids can see them.
So, should be, a lot of fun here. And thinking ahead to the next few weeks, we will make an announcement sometime soon as to which of the freshman games we will broadcast. We're going to aim to do one sometime probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks maybe. Just have to sort out some logistics and figure out where and when we can make that happen. But We look forward to these games every year. Getting to learn some names that we don't get to call as often on a Friday night in the current season, but certainly looking ahead, you have some talent here on both sidelines that look, you play Marple Newtown every year. You're going to see some of these guys on the field next year on a Friday night sometime, along with, of course, the Panthers over on the visiting side.
And it's sort of a reward for those parents and the kids, but those parents who sit through these varsity games with their sons primarily sitting on the bench because they're sophomores and juniors, and then here's an opportunity for them to shine, just to play and get some airtime and comments from us, and we know how excited they get when their name is announced, and so it's all part of the football program. We want kids to feel that they're having some success, and we think a big part of that is the interim success before they get to varsity. A lot of kids really don't play varsity until they're seniors, sometimes juniors, but usually seniors. And so they're in very quiet situations. So this is the one game per season they get to possibly get out there, play a little bit, make a tackle, make a run, score a touchdown, and get some recognition they can share with their friends and family. And these games are fully archived, so you can go look at them anytime you want. There's never a cost. And it's just part of our contribution to the whole program to kind of encourage these kids to stick with the program, even though they're not starting for varsity, that their day will come. My own son played football for 4 years, and got in for kickoff teams and extra points, things like that, but not until he was a senior. And then he didn't sit. I mean, he was on every squad. He never sat down. So it comes, and of course that's what he talks about was his year when he was the guy in his position, which was the outside linebacker. So it can be worth it, but you got to kind of pay your dues. You got to get bigger and stronger, and that's not you can lift weights and stuff, but part of it's just biology. So you got to kind of put in your time to get that size.
More so than a lot of other sports. The physicality of this particular game is so significantly different for 15 and 16-year-olds versus 17 and 18. It's really incredible watching these guys year to year.
We watch them, and of course I drove a school bus for many years, and you look at a kid come in between his junior and senior year over the summer. He's only gone for 2 months, and you look at him and you go, how tall did you get, or how big do your knees hurt? They have to hurt. Yeah. So it's just amazing. Of course, it's even more amazing when you stop taking a person to school when they're in 5th grade, then you pick them back up when they get into 9th. It's like, oh my God! Other than maybe their eyes, you don't recognize them at all.
Yeah.
So it's like being a parent all over again and recognizing that your kid is suddenly taller than you are. So.
Some first half statistics here. Pretty even in terms of total yardage. 84 for Strath Haven, 79 for Marple Newtown. Of course, 68 of those 84 yards for Strath Haven came on one play, the last snap of the first half, as Connor Kelly broke off a long scoring run. Kelly has 3 rushes for 68 yards and the touchdown. Christian Kaufman, 3 carries for 16 yards. Owen Logue 0 for 1 throwing it in his first appearance at quarterback. And on the Marple Newtown side, Nick Link 3 for 3 throwing it for 25 yards and a touchdown. All 3 completions have gone to Jack Hogan for those 25 yards and the 7-yard score. That is the difference in the ball game at the moment on the scoreboard. Henry Benner is the leading rusher in terms of carries, 6 carries, but just 18 yards for the halfback. Nick Link, 35 yards on his 3 carries, including a 16-yard scramble on the opening drive of the game. So, again, good start here for Marple Newtown. Very balanced attack in terms of rushing and passing. Strath Haven will kick it away, and the Tigers will get things going here, moving left to right as we start quarter number 3. Connor Kelly has it teed, and a couple of return men, Benner, and number 18, your touchdown scorer, Jack Hogan. They await at about the 20. So Kelly, line drive kick. It's going to go over the head and roll into the end zone for a touchback. So Kelly, with some adrenaline there, kicks one down to the 10 and gets the roll from there. And nice work there by the sophomore, to pin Marple at their own 20-yard line. So Panther defense trying to get a stop here in first half. Marple Newtown cashed in on both possessions, one on a very short field from the 20, and then had a 57-yard scoring drive for their on the second score of the game. So Nick Link will get the offense going here. Again, if you're joining us late, this is a running clock circumstance. 15 players suited up for Marple Newtown, just 16 for Strath Haven. So, again, they're keeping the kids healthy and fresh as best they can. It'll be a running clock here in this third and fourth quarter. Shotgun look, 4 wide receivers. Link throws, and they go hook and ladder. The Panthers are set up well to cover it. Excellent read by Will Davis. Completion to Dean, not Dean, Hogan, rather. Dean was last night. Jack Dean, your split end, he had 2 catches last night for Marple Newtown. But Hogan on the hook, and the lateral to
but it's running clock.
Benner takes it to the 26-yard line to set up second down and 4. So Link 4 for 4 throwing it now. Good delivery there as Marple dips into the bag of tricks on their first play. On 2nd and 4, give us to Benner. Not much going here. Logan Knob and Flanagan there to swallow him up. Good work there by the defensive line, getting a push and, in fact, sending him backwards a yard. 3rd and 5 upcoming. Flanagan, I'll apologize now. I'm going to call him the wrong name at some point over the next couple of years. His older brother, Mike, was the center on last year's Strath Haven Central League co-champs. And he's even wearing the same number just to confuse me further. Shane Flanagan trying to get a pass rush with his buddies here. Link takes a high snap on 3rd and 5, steps out of trouble momentarily. Eyes still downfield, now launches one, has a man out there and incomplete. Just overthrows Jack Hogan, who couldn't quite track that one for the first incompletion of the day for Marple. And now from their own 25-yard line, 4th and 5 upcoming, and looks like they'll set up to punt it away. Checking into the game, Rohan Griffin for Marple Newtown. He'll set up as the right guard here on the offensive line. Will Davis and Connor Kelly await the punt near midfield. Chisnall booms one. Angling towards Kelly, signals fair catch, and makes it. All right, nice work by Kelly to secure it. Panthers will start at their own 47 on the first possession of this second half. So, hey, we mentioned Panthers need a defensive stop, and they get it on that first drive from Marple Newtown, their first defensive stop of the game. 9:38 and counting to play here in quarter number 3. All right, Panthers break the huddle, looking for the football, and they'll spot it at the 45 now. Okay, all right, here we go. Owen Logue under center. Christian DeShields wing to the far side. Kelly and Kaufman in the backfield. Gives to Kelly, looking for room off the right side. He cuts inside and is dumped at the first down marker, but picks up 11 for another first down. Great job by the right side of that line, blocking. DeShields threw a nice block as well, and that's a big part of this offense as well. We talk about the front 5, of course, but the tight ends and the backs who block for each other has really been the hallmark of this program. When they do well, it's because the running backs are good blockers as well. From the 44-yard line, Owen Logue under center. Wing to the near side. Kelly gives to Kaufman. Straight ahead he goes. Christian Kaufman into the secondary. First down yardage to the 30. How about this? Panther offense gaining some traction here. And 13 yards later, it's another first down.
Here comes this offense finally getting back on track, getting it, the offensive line, the blocking, able to open up some holes for this talented group of runners in the backfield.
Mackay Green Robinson in at right guard. He left the game earlier, but good to see him back in. Kaufman, your fullback. Kelly to the left of him on 1st and 10. They sweep to the near side. Christian DeShields has trouble with the handoff, picks it up, and is going to make something out of this. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe even gain a yard there. Near disaster there for DeShields on his first carry of the game, but picks it up on a couple of hops and turns it into 2nd down and 9. Panthers have 1 turnover. Marple Newtown's taking care of the ball well. That turnover on the opening snap of the game was an interception from Jack Hogan. But everybody's taking care of the ball since. On 2nd and 9, Logue gives to Kelly, tries to bounce outside and cuts inside. Boy, he is dancing through raindrops here. Incredible. He makes people miss, and I mean, Marple Newtown really had 3 guys in very good position there, and Kelly just makes you miss. Down to the 17-yard line before 25, Kyle Carr gets just enough for the stop.
He's going to be fun to watch the next couple of years as he begins to establish himself as a starter in the varsity backfield.
12 more for Kelly. He's up to 91 on 5 carries here. He's winged to this near side. They give instead to Kaufman off the right side, and met there quickly by big 75 Kevin Calamani. And maybe a yard. Let's check the spot here.
I'll give him the 17, it looks like.
Yeah, okay, no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Rowan Griffin checks out for the Tigers. Number 62, Angelo D'Alessandro in there at defensive end now. They go Kelly to the right side this time. They have him bottled up and still steps through a tackle, pushing his way into 1st down yardage or darn near. Wow. That looked like a gain of 1, and then suddenly 8 yards later, it's 3rd and short. We saw that from Benner on the other side of the ball earlier in the first half with just good hard running, never giving up, keep the legs moving. And Kelly, a little worse for the wear after that run perhaps, but 3rd and a yard here for the Panthers after a gain of 8. Logue with 5:20 and counting to go here in quarter number 3. Under center, quarterback keeper. Owen Logue on the sneak, takes it to the 6-yard line, and the Panthers suddenly 1st and goal. Excellent job here for this Panther offense. They're clicking right now, Andrew.
That they are. The offensive line has been able to get good movement off the ball and able to force the Marple defensive line to the 2nd level, and the runners have been able to take advantage of that.
Strath Haven 4 cracks at it now from the 6-yard line. Split end to the far side, Rory McHugh. Knob, tight end to the near side. Motion man, and they toss to that far side. Kelly cuts it back, but you're going to get a flag in the backfield, and this could be going the wrong way if you're a Panther fan. Kelly down to the 4-yard line 3-yard line momentarily, but we'll check the flag. Looks like holding on the offense, and this one is coming back in a big way, it looks like. If this is a spot foul from maybe the line of scrimmage, they're calling it. All right, so it's bad. I guess it could have been worse. The flag was sitting way back in the backfield, but I guess they said from the line of scrimmage. Loss of 10 on the play, so they'll try it again now. 1st and goal from the 16. A little tougher row to hoe here for the Panther offense now. Quick hitter, juggling the handoff is Kaufman. He does well just to hold on to it. Met there in the hole by D'Alessandro and friends, and brings up 2nd and goal from the 16.
Yeah, I think that might be a recent rule change for high school. If it's a penalty in the backfield, like a hold, they do it from the line of scrimmage.
All right. We'll check into that. Thank you. That's good. Good to know. All right, here we go. Kaufman is your fullback. 3:13 to go here before halftime. In the 3rd, rather. Give to the near side is DeShields looking for running room, and beautiful job staying home, getting off his block, and making the stop. Nick Link at the 17-yard line. Boy, it looked like he had a convoy in front of him there, did DeShields, and instead
timeout Strath Haven.
Get a timeout on the field. Strath Haven wants to talk it over on 3rd and 17. So we're going to take a short timeout with them. Be back in just a moment, see what the Panthers can drum up on 3rd and goal from the 17 on havenfootball.net.
For your dream home, with over a decade of experience, Jess Mudrick knows the market inside and out. Known for her dedication and personalized service, Jess ensures every client finds their perfect match, from first-time buyers to luxury estates. A partner at the Sheridan Mudrick team and backed by Coldwell Banker Realty, Jess combines expertise with innovation, using the latest technology to make your buying or selling process seamless. For a real estate experience that's second to none, trust Jess Mudrick and the Sheridan Mudrick team. Visit SheridanMudrick.com today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Harry Harvey Field at Marple Newtown High School. Marple Newtown on top of Strath Haven, 14-8. Moments ago, the Panthers were 1st and goal from the 6, and all we had to say was, boy, this Panther offense is humming, and now a holding penalty and 2 plays for essentially no gain has backed them up to 3rd and 17. All right, 2 tight ends on 3rd and goal from the 17. Logue back to pass, looking, firing to the flat. It is tipped away. Good defense there by Marple Newtown. Kelly, the intended receiver, 4 white jerseys around him, and Link, Benner, and others all in the neighborhood there to knock it away. It brings up 4th and goal.
Looks like Benner was the one to get a hand on it at about the 3.
Not sure you're trying a 35-yard field goal here, so what can the Panthers drum up now? Thrown it twice today, interception, and then just that last incompletion. So here's Owen Logue again, first start at quarterback. And with about 20 minutes of practice in the pregame, this is a big ask. But here we go. Double wing this time. Logue with a split end to the far side, Rory McHugh. 4th and goal from the 17, back to pass. Looking, he fires high, incomplete over the head of Rory McHugh. Tried to hit the slant down near the goal line, incomplete it falls, and the Marple Newtown defense bends in a big way, but does not break. They hold the lead here, 14-8, with 1:40 to go in quarter number 3. So now Nick Link and the offense trying to make up some ground here after a 3-and-out on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter. And Marple Newtown, 84 yards total offense for the game. Link breaks the huddle with 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. Benner on his right hip with 1:12 to go here in the 3rd. Motion man, and the give is to Hogan. Looking for room and a block from Benner. Gets it, gets the outside momentarily, and then is driven out of bounds. And nice stop there by number 45, Will Davis, holding the corner there. Hogan picks up about 4 or 5 maybe. We'll see where they spot this one.
Spotted out at the 22, gain of 5 on that last play.
2nd and 5 upcoming now as we're inside of a minute to go in quarter number 3. Link jogs in the play, what could be the final snap of this 3rd quarter. It's been a good, both teams have had their moments here today for sure. Marple Newtown trying to protect this lead here, or at least tilt the field. 2nd and 5 for Link in the shotgun. 15 seconds. Are they just going to hold the ball here and not snap? All right, well, I guess they're just going to hold the ball. All right, again, running clock situation here. It's a little different than usual, and they're going to try it from the other end of the field as Marple Newtown will take a 14-8 lead into quarter number 4. All right, so we'll take a short time out. Be back for 4th quarter action. The JV Panthers and JV Tigers head-to-head here on havenfootball.net.
This video and audio broadcast is copyrighted by havenfootball.net Incorporated for the private use of our audience. Any other use of these broadcasts or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without a havenfootball.net Incorporated's expressed written permission is prohibited.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to quarter number 4. Brian Carroll bringing play-by-play, joined by Andrew Kaufman and Mike Mayer. And thanks again to Dean Michelson for doing all the camera work upstairs. And fourth quarter action, ready to get going here. Marple Newtown 2nd and 5 from their 22-yard line, moving right to left here in quarter number 4. Strath Haven knocking on the door a few minutes ago. First and goal from the 6, and then suddenly turned into first and goal from the 16. And 4 snaps after that, Marple Newtown's defense held strong, and we still sit here at 14-8, which is where we ended quarter number 2. So a scoreless third quarter, and now Marple Newtown trying to get things going here for the final 12 minutes of action. All right, 2nd and 5. Panther defense ready to go here, and Marple now will, I don't know if they're huddling again or... All right, yep, they're going to huddle, and there's strange sounds coming out of the scoreboard. But I don't know what that one was, but here we go. All right, fourth quarter action ready to begin here as Tommy Link. Sorry, there we go. I did it again, older brother name, and he's not even at Strath Haven. This is Nick Link, his older brother Tommy. Maybe you're watching or listening. But in the meantime, here we go. 2nd and 5. Link, the left-hander, looking out to his left, pump fake, and he wants it all down this near sideline. Will Davis is out there and knocks it away at the midfield stripe, nearly intercepted. And good defense and good discipline from Davis not to bite on the stop and go there. I like the idea there for Marple Newtown. 3rd and 5 here should still be manageable. So, yeah, take your shot on 2nd and 5, and if you feel good about 3rd and 5, then why not? Nick Link brings in the play once again. Panther defense. We'll see if this is, I think you still have run or pass options here.
I'd watch the quarterback keeper. That's worked well for Marple today.
Motion man, and they fake the toss, and there's your keeper. Good call, Andrew, and Link makes a man miss. Has first down yardage over to the far side. He's wrapped up over there outside at the 31-yard line. Good stop by 29 Justin Mersini. But Link picks up 7 and a first down. Good call there, Andrew. Go with what works, right? Link's been completed his first 4 passes, has missed on his last 2. But on the ground today, 4 carries for 45 yards and a touchdown. 10:30 and counting to go here in the 4th. Nick Link will jog in the play. And the Panther defense needs a stop or a turnover right quick. 2 receivers to the near side. Hogan split. Slot is Jake D'Ambrosio. Benner on 1st and 10, bounces off a tackle and has room off that right edge. Mersini comes up to help the stop on Benner. Rory McHugh had a hold of him as well, and brings up 2nd down and about 7 or so, maybe 6. All right, they're going to put it down at the 34. Okay.
36?
36, yep. And brings up 2nd down for Marple Newtown. And Link, again, jogging in the play here. 9:31 and counting to go here in regulation. Marple Newtown leading by 6 and looking for more. D'Ambrosio split to the bottom of your screen. In the slot, Chima and Yachu. On 2nd down, they fire the quick hitch on that far sideline. Mersini there closes quickly to make a stop. And I believe they'll mark this shy of the first down by about a yard. Good work there by Mersini. And now you've got 3rd and a yard under center. Could be a quarterback keeper. They go with the sneak. Try to get a little tush-push, and it did work. That second, really third effort, and then
flag
a flag
came in late.
Flag late. Is this going to be Could this be holding? Could this be a face mask? I don't know. There's not.
Sideline warning?
Doesn't seem to be. All right. Yeah, it could be a sideline warning. We'll see.
That's what he seemed to be.
Yeah, all right. You're going to get a sideline warning on the Marple sideline.
Yep.
Okay.
No. They're going to actually.
Or, oh, wow. What is. All right. We're not sure on the signal. But a third down quarterback sneak, which picked up the first down instead now.
It's a 5-yard penalty of sorts. Turns it into 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Okay, so we're not clear exactly what the penalty was.
Plus, it was called by the.
But yeah, and the sideline warning
Sideline from the other side of the.
would have been the other side of the field, right? So, all right, here we go. 3rd and 6 now. Different look here for Marple Newtown as they spread it out. Link has a man in motion. That's Hogan. Looking out to his left. Now back to his right. Little inside screen. It is caught, but low off the shoe tops and falling as he makes the grab. Unfortunate there for Benner. And it looks like the punt team will come to kick it away. Call no gain here on the first catch of the day for Benner.
And then as soon as he kicks it, you can find the deepest receiver is about the 30. Where are you going?
All right. High, terrific kick from Chisnall. This is DeShields, who fields it at the 28-yard line. Christian DeShields sheds a tackle, looking for room off this edge. Another stiff arm midfield, picks his way across midfield inside the 45. Beautiful return for Christian DeShields. Terrific kick from Chisnall. Plenty of hang time, but the Panthers did well, giving DeShields some running room there, and they only net maybe about 8 yards out of that whole thing.
9 yards.
Phenomenal.
If they put it down at the 45.
Yeah, let's see where they put it. I think he's inside the 45 here. That's, a punt like that, to tilt the field from Chisnall, that's exactly what you want there. But Christian DeShields, terrific return on this near sideline.
Yeah, otherwise this game's over.
And now inside the 50, on the Marple side of the 50, Strath Haven trailing by 6, looking to
put it down at the 43, and that's just 7 on the punt.
All right, here we go.
36 on the kick, 29 on the return.
I think the scoreboard just has a little flatulence.
Are we sure it's the scoreboard, or could it be someone in one of the houses doing some more?
I'm old, but not that old. Okay.
Oh, man. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Strath Haven. Trailing by 6. They'll snap it from the Marple 43-yard line. Owen Logue under center with 2 tight ends in front of him. On 1st down, he gives to Shields, looking for room, and he has room. Stiff arm, still on his feet, spins his way, 25-20, foot race now, to the pylon, and to the end zone, Christian DeShields. 29-yard punt return follows it immediately with a 43-yard burst off the left side. How about that?
Couple of big plays here for the Panthers today to get them in the end zone. 68-yard run from Connor Kelly, now a 43-yard run from Christian DeShields. Get the Panthers into the end zone and even with Marple at 14.
Now they line up, I believe, to go for 2. There was talk before the game.
Timeout Strath Haven.
Yeah, I was on the field before the game, and they said, we might just be going for 2 today. There, some personnel being juggled around due to some injuries and so forth. We might just forego the kicking, the place kicking game today, and maybe have to go for 2 each time. But 1 point or 2 points here, you convert, you have yourself a lead. Otherwise, we'd be tied. There's 5:57 remaining on the game clock here in regulation. Given the circumstances today, again, running clock, both teams very shorthanded. It was agreed to by the officials and coaches ahead of time. 4 12-minute running clock quarters. So if this were to stay tied, if Marple gets a stop here, I'd be stunned if there were any overtime attempts here. I think it would probably just finish where it ends. But in the meantime, Strath Haven will line up to kick it away And so it'll be Owen Logue on the hold, Zach Aretz to snap it, Connor Kelly for the extra point and perhaps the lead. Ball snap, spotted, kick is away. It is off the left upright, just off the mark. And Kelly finds iron on the extra point, and we stay knotted at 14. We're going to take a short time out here. 5:42 and counting to play here in the fourth quarter. Be back in 30 seconds. You're listening live to high school football on havenfootball.net.
Nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
All right, welcome back to Harry Harvey Field. We are knotted at 14. Connor Kelly has it teed at the 40. And here's a short end over and kick. It'll take a hop, and now Hogan has trouble with it momentarily, and he is belted. Good hit there by Carmelo Tull at the 21-yard line, and nice work by Hogan just to secure that football with Tull bearing down and ends up right in his face. Long field in front of Marple Newtown now. 4:24 and counting to go here in regulation. From the 24-yard line, it'll be Nick Link bringing in the play. So Strath Haven with nice defensive showing in the third quarter and so far in the fourth. Can they get one more stop here? Two wide receivers to either side for Nick Link and the Tiger offense. Hogan comes in motion. And they fake the handoff to him, and Link now with some running room again. He is met there by Mackay Green Robinson at about the 30, and Big 68 stacks him up right there after a gain of 6. Good job by Green Robinson getting off his block.
I was just going to say, he did a heck of a job getting off his block and sliding off and making the stop. Good play.
Just nose-to-nose tackle right there from Big 68. And
also
now
got a little bit of help from Christian Kaufman to finish that off.
4 yards to go here for Marple Newtown on second down. 3:15 and counting to go in regulation. Tigers with 3 wide receivers bunched to this near side. Jake D'Ambrosio at the top of your screen to the far side. They fake the toss. Now Link, he wants it all down the middle. Has a man out there. A push off and juggled incomplete. Incomplete. DeShields looking for a flag there. Hogan gave himself a little extra space, but could not quite haul it in right there. And now timeout Marple Newtown on third down and 4. 2:47 to go. Need to draw up a play to keep things moving. So why don't we take a short time out with them? Be back in just a moment. Marple Newtown and the Panthers in a good fight here on havenfootball.net.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property? If so, go to scarpignotoplumbing.com and schedule a technician. They are the area's only small plumbing company to offer in-house trenchless sewer and water main repairs. They also offer sewer lateral certifications for the surrounding communities. From faucets to water heaters, they can handle all your plumbing needs. Give them a call at 484-832-5566.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Gotcha. Yeah, either way is fine. Welcome back to Marple Newtown High School. 2:47 to go here in regulation. The JV Marple Newtown Tigers trying to untie this thing here. Third down and 4 from their own 30-yard line, and this Panther defense, in turn, wants a big play to turn the tide here. 4 wide receivers once again. Nick Link is your quarterback. He's been an effective scrambler today. Benner, the halfback on his right hip, wants motion and gets it from left to right. Back is Link. Looks, little middle screen here. Benner's got it this time with a blocker in front. First down yardage to Shields. Had him momentarily, but Benner does well to spin away. Kaufman rides him out of bounds at the 48-yard line. First down and more as Benner. They tried that screen earlier, and he slipped, pulling up a low pass. That time right on the money. Link to number 22 for a big first down. 2:20, 2:19 and counting to play here. Good work there by Link. 18 yards on that last one. Back to pass Link again. Quick hitch to the near side. Hogan's got the catch and is brought down immediately. Good work there by Mersini to get enough of him after a gain of 5. Hogan has been a busy guy with 6 catches and 39 yards now. And a Tiger touchdown. Second down and 5. We're inside of 2 minutes to go now in regulation. Tigers still with, I believe, 2 timeouts.
Yep, 2 timeouts for the Tigers, 1 for the Panthers.
All right, here we go. 4 wide receivers. Motion man again is Hogan. They give it to him on the jet sweep, looking for room off that right side. And beautiful tackle by Connor Kelly will drop him for a loss. He flies up from that strong safety spot and drops Hogan on the 50. Loss of 3 on the play.
Excellent play there from Kelly, recognizing the motion and coming up to make the stop.
1 minute to go and counting. Back on 3rd and 8. Link's going to keep it himself. Has room momentarily, and they've got a hold of him after a gain of just 1. Now you're going to get a flag, and I think the official on this side may have been talked into that one. Flag comes in, and you're going to get a face mask call from the near sideline rather than the umpire who was standing right in front of it. So, all right, personal foul called. So clock will stop momentarily here. 54 seconds, and they'll march it down. A gain of 1 is now suddenly taking the football to first down and 10 from the Panther 34. They'll have to hang on here for... All right, here we go. 54 seconds to go here before the end of regulation. We're knotted at 14. Panther defense wants 1 more stand. Tigers need probably 20 yards for a field goal try, realistically. Now you've got a timeout. And, yeah. Okay, they start the clock. It's ticking now. Inside of 50 seconds. Link in the gun. Back, pump fake. He wants it all. Down the far sideline. Has a man out there. Incomplete. Just through the hands of number 18, Jack Hogan, on the stop and go. Clock continues to tick.
Do you think he was out of bounds or not?
Yeah, it would have been really close. Hard to see from here, but it would have been close had he hauled it in. From the 34, clock melting now. 20 seconds to go and counting. Marple Newtown has to huddle, has to go quickly here. Might have 1 snap left. Could be the final snap of the game here. 12 seconds. 10 seconds. Link back to pass. Looking. Steps up in the pocket. Under heavy pressure. Eyes still downfield. Firing. And it is swatted away by Christian DeShields on what will be the final play of the game. And are you going to call? Are they going to put 1 second on the clock and get a timeout? All right. They're going to grant Marple Newtown a timeout and put 1 second back on the clock. All right, so
3 seconds on the clock.
Okay, all right, 3 seconds. All right, you're going to get 1 snap, 1 more snap, and DeShields, a nice play there down near the 10-yard line to swat it away, and the Panthers are going to need 1 more stop to keep this thing tied. Ball is sitting at the,
32-yard line? When did they get to the 32? Should be at the 34-yard line.
Okay, well.
There hasn't been any forward progress made on the last 2 plays.
There has now. So, here we go. 49-yard field goal, or you take your shot at the end zone right here. Either way, an exciting finish coming here with 1 snap to go for Marple Newtown. We're knotted at 14, and, boy, these kids, both sides, have put on a show here. Both teams have had their moments. Panther defense, and look at this, they're going to try it. Here we go. Jack Chisnall will try from 49 for the win. DeShields and Kelly await. This is something they could return if they wanted to, if it falls short. So, Chisnall out of the hold of Nick Link from 49. Snap, spot, kick is away. It is good! Marple Newtown walks it off on a 49-yard bomb from Chisnall, the sophomore from Australia, in a sprint down to the far sideline. Marple Newtown got a timeout for one more snap, and boy, did they cash in. A very entertaining game here. Disappointing finish for the Panthers, but showed some good stuff here today on both sides of the ball. Both teams shorthanded, and how about that? A walk-off win for Jack Chisnall, the sophomore. 49 yards, sneaks it over the bar here at Harry Harvey Field. So, wow, that was a fun one, guys. Speechless. I get nothing.
No, I'm trying to hold my tongue. I have comments I want to make, but I'll make them off the air.
You're not going to make make about officiating in the JV game.
No, I'm not. No.
That is absolutely a fun effort for both teams.
An excellent game.
Excellent
and
game.
what a kick. I mean,
what a kick, yeah.
Goodness.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
You could see on the kickoffs he had the leg. What an effort. Phenomenal effort from the Marple Newtown guys, and congratulations to them.
As we said, something to look forward to for all these guys. Look, these are guys you're going to see on Friday nights in the years ahead. That's a sophomore who just hit a 49-yard field goal. So that's just fantastic. You're going to get to see him kicking the ball for Marple Newtown the next couple of years, I would think. His older brother did it last night, did it well, and that's just a fantastic finish to a well-played, hard-fought game. Both teams are going to point to some mistakes they made, but look, Strath Haven comes in very shorthanded. Guys playing out of position, a first-time quarterback running the offense, but had a couple of explosive plays from Christian DeShields and Connor Kelly to keep this thing close. And Marple Newtown, a couple of nice drives in the first half, and then, look, they started that drive inside their 30, and to their credit, marched it with the help of a couple of penalties and so forth, marched it into just the very edge of field goal range to give Jack Chisnall a shot. So lots of fun today. Thanks again to both teams for a terrific effort, and we will wrap things up and be back on the air next Friday night at Conestoga. For the varsity guys, once again, Strath Haven on the road to take on the Pioneers and look to keep pace atop or near the top of the Central League at the moment. And good luck to Marple Newtown moving forward. Thanks again to everybody here at the high school for getting us set up for a nice Saturday morning. All right, for our camera guy doing a great job, Dean Michelson, for Mike Mayer and Andrew Kaufman. Fantastic job last night, and then 12 hours later turn around and do it today. Thank you all for the great work here on havenfootball.net. Your final score, Marple Newtown 17, Strath Haven 14. Brian Carroll signing off. Good night, everybody, and great football.
This internet broadcast has been a production of havenfootball.net Incorporated. All rights are reserved. Thanks for watching, and good night.